Meanwhile, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's plan to ban smoking has advanced in the Parliament as the House of Commons voted in favour of the measure. Now, although dozens of his own lawmakers voted against it, the bill passed a vote in Britain's Parliament with 383 in favour and 67 against, which means it will progress to the next stage in the Parliament, where it can be subject to amendment.
Will not affect current smokers' rights or entitlements in any way. And indeed, we want to help them to quit. We are supporting them by almost doubling the funding for local stop smoking services. But instead, this bill is looking to the future to give the next generation the freedom to live longer, healthier, more productive lives.
Now, during the vote, not a single one of the 201 Labour MPs went against the party's instructions to vote against the bill, but 40 did abstain while voting. On the contrary, the bill faced vocal resistance, in fact, from some Tory MPs against Sunak's flagship plan to ban smoking. Almost half of his own MPs refused to vote. Out of the 347 sitting Conservatives, just 178 backed the bill. Some more than 100 abstained or were absent from the vote, while a total of 57 Tories walked through the no lobby. The bill has angered some members of his governing Conservative Party, including his predecessor, former Prime Minister Liz Truss and Boris Johnson, who say the state should not interfere in how people live their lives. In addition to that, the former Prime Minister's Liz Truss has called the move an example of the nanny state in action. And Boris Johnson has described the plan as absolutely nuts. The smoking ban is one of Rishi Sunak's 3 key policies, which he announced at the Tory party conference last year. In a major public health intervention, Rishi Sunak wants to make Generation Alpha, those who are born after 2009, the UK's first smoke-free generation. If the bill is passed into a law, then anyone turning 15 from this year will be banned from buying cigarettes under the Tobacco and Vapes Bill. The bill will make the sale of tobacco products illegal. Smoking itself will not be subject to fines, just the sales of those products with fines for retailers. Vaping products will be excluded from the ban, but the legislation does not seek to make vaping less attractive by changing the packaging from today's candy-coloured pastels. Now, the bill is also set to raise the minimum age for buying tobacco every year to try phase out smoking altogether.
It is already unlawful to sell vapes to under 18s, but we want to take the powers in this legislation to consult on, for example, flavours, design and so on, to ensure that vapes are being sold as they should be, as they are intended, in order to help adult smokers to quit, because no child should ever vape.
Selling like vapes, I think, is really on the increase, and I think it's pretty dangerous. I know a lot of my daughter's friends think it's cool, and I think that's how most of us have started, because we thought it was cool.
Rishi Sunak aims to pass the bill as tobacco is UK's single biggest preventable cause of death, killing 2/3 of long-term users and causing 80,000 deaths every year. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.